and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series this afternoon in Watkins Glen. The 8th race ever of the Truck Series in Watkins Glen. Happens to be race 8 of the 2026 season as well. 4-3 on my picks so far, so not great, but not horrible. Bully Hill, Vineyards 176 at the Glen. 176.688 miles, 72 laps around Watkins Glen, 20, 20, and 32 are the stage lengths. The previous 7 truck races at Watkins Glen dates back to 2000. They haven't gone there a lot. They went there last year. The winner in 5 of those qualified on the pole. So the pole winners won 5 of the 7. Matter of fact, 5 of the last 6. And then the other one was second. So the front row, 6 out of 7 times has won this race. The other winner came from 10th, the very first one in 2000. 4 of the 7 races have had 4 cautions. Last year there were 9. The last 3 winners have led 35 or more laps. So a couple things to keep in mind. 5 of the 7 winners started from the pole. The last 3 winners led 35 or more laps. Now we have a bunch of O'Reilly Auto Parts Series and Cup Series guys in this field. We have Brent Cruz in the number 1 for Track On Garage. Their other all-star truck, the number 5, has Andretti. What was it? Forgot his name. Anyway, Adam Andretti. He drove the St. Petersburg race and a few other races this year. And the number 4 for Nice Motorsports is Shane Van Gisbergen, making his 2nd ever truck start. His first was on the Oval IRP where he finished 19th. And the number 22 is going. The number 20 for McNally Hilgeman Racing is going to be Tony Breitinger. She had some starts this year in the 25 for Rackley War, but now she's going to move over to the 20 with a few starts this year for McNally Hilgeman. Hopefully Haley Deegan will get a few starts in there as well because she actually drives for McNally Hilgeman in the ARCA West Series. The number 22 is going to be Natalie Decker. Number 25, the All-Star truck for Ram and Colleague Racing, is going to be the one and only AJ Allmendinger. His only Truck Series start on a road course. He finished 27th at Watkins Glen a few years ago. The number 45 is going to be Ross Chastain. The number 71, Connor Zellage. He actually finished 8th here last year in a truck. Carson Hocevar, coming fresh off his Met Gala appearance, finishing starting to 77 for Spire. So yeah, I know Connor Zellage, he's had 3 truck starts on the road course with no wins. So your 3 top road course guys, Shane Van Gisbergen, Connor Zellage, AJ Allmendinger, none of them have ever won in a truck. Shane has 0 truck starts on a road course. AJ, his only road course start is a truck. He finished 27th. And then Connor's had 3. So that could be fun, watching those guys go at it. The last 10 road course races dating back to 2020 for the Truck Series. Daniel Hemrick, average finish at 7.5. Ty Majeski, 8.3. Gio Rizero, can't say that, 8.5. Chandler Smith, 9.71. Justin Haley, 1 start, he finished 12th. That was at St. Petersburg earlier this year. Now I'm including St. Petersburg street course in the road course totals. Now, the more street courses they run, obviously they'll split that off separately. Graydon Finger, 13.1 average finish. Tyler Ankrum, 13.1. Ben Rhodes, 13.6. 2 of the top road course truckers in the past few years are actually not in this race. One is Corey Heim. He has 5 wins in those 10 races, and he's not in it. And then Kyle Busch has a win and an average finish of, I think it was like 8 something. And Corey Heim's average finish is like 5 something. So yeah, these 2 guys are not in this race. During those 10 races, average running position, we'll start with Corey Heim. Obviously he's not in the race, 4.98. Gio 9.74, Ty Majeski 10.21, Chandler Smith 11.65, Connor Mozak 12.19, Tyler Ankrum 12.47, Blaine Riggs 12.82, and Stuart Friesen 13.57. I know there's been a lot of talking on special on social media about the camping situation up in Watkins Glen. I know a lot of people love to go camping there. A lot of rain this year. I actually looked it up. And in the month of April, they had 8 inches of rain more this year than they have, this is like the 8th wettest April ever in the Finger Lakes region in New York. And they've had like 8 inches of rain more this year than normal. Normally that's like 5. They've had just double digits this year. So it's just incredibly been rainy up there. It's unfortunate. I know a lot of people love to camp up there. I know they announced for the Watkins Glen returning in 2027 to the Chase, like it was last year. And the fact that people actually think that Wednesday, when all this rain happened, NASCAR went, we got to do something for next year. We'll put it in the Chase next year. No, people. The team that does this scheduling, that stuff's done years out. I think that was the plan all along. Was to put it back in the Chase next year. They just wanted to try it earlier this year. I mean, you can look at any NASCAR track and say, we should move the race here. But then something happened that normally doesn't happen. A lot of people want Kansas to be the finale. First weekend in November in Kansas City, Missouri. I don't advise that. But guess what? You can have 1 year, and I know this because that's my wedding anniversary that weekend. Around that weekend, you could have 60 degrees in beautiful weather. You could have 35 in rain the year I got married, the year after. So yeah, you can have weather no matter where you go. It snowed in Southern California 1 year and in Las Vegas 1 year. So I think this race would have worked if not for just the unusual rain in that area. But I'm no schedule maker, but hey. All right, 2025 Watkins Glen Truck Race. We had Corey Heim win it, followed by Danny Hemrick, Gio Ruggiero, Christopher Bell, Tyler Ankrum, Sammy Smith, Connor Zilic, or Ty Majeski, then Connor Zilic. Now remember last year, this was in the Chase. I think it was race 2 of the playoffs. And Christopher Bell was driving the 52 for Stuart Friesen when after he got injured in his late model wreck. Average running position last year, Corey Heim, 3.47. Steve Bell, 3.85. William Swellich, 6.89. Connor Mozak, 7.84. Andres Perez, 8.07. Tyler Ankrum, 8.58. And Gio Ruggiero, 9.75. All right. After 7 races, the way the points are lining up here, Cade Honeycutt is leading the points, which is exciting. Watching him develop, Randy... I can't remember where Randy's from. He calls into XM Radio a lot. And he's been talking about Cade Honeycutt for a long time. And I started kind of following Caden because of this. And I've interacted with him on social media, and I've told him, I became a fan of Cade Honeycutt because he talked about him so much. And then, so now it's like, all right, now he just needs that first win, and he's going to just, the sky's the limit for this guy. Chandler Smith with a win, minus 14. Lane Riggs with a win, minus 19. Front row, second and third in points. Their truck program has always been top tier. It's kind of like their truck program is like RCR's Cup O'Reilly Series program, but both Cup programs suck. I don't understand it at all. Gio Ruggiero's 4th, minus 31. Ben Rhodes 5th, minus 34. Christian Eckes back in Truck Series this year after his hiatus over the O'Reilly Series last year for Colic. He's actually one of my favorite drivers now because of his time with Colic there last year. Minus 37. Ty Majeski, minus 45. Tyler Ankrum, minus 92. Stuart Friesen, minus 94. And then Jake Garcia sitting 10th, minus 102. He is 1 point above Justin Haley, who is 11th, minus 1. So yeah, that battle for that 10th chase position is going to be really fun this year. I'm hoping Colic can get a couple of those Rams in there. But yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting year with these points because it's really close, unlike the other 2 series, which the leader has over a 100-point lead. I think in both series, the O'Reilly Series and the Cup Series, we may actually clinch champions at Martinsville this year versus at Homestead, and only the truck race will have a championship at Homestead. All right, so as we look at all the numbers for the Bully Hill Vineyards 176 at the Glen, Now we have those tire packs in turn 1 and in turn 5 that haven't been there before. They're trying to do course limits. I know people hate course limits, but think about other tracks. You can't run down the ball field in Daytona because of course limits. We don't need 50 wide coming off of 1 there at Watkins Glen, because when you funnel down into the S's in turn 2, 3, and 4, it ain't that wide, and you have those ankle barriers on each side. That's when those big accidents happen. The same way with 5 coming off 5 into 6 there, 7, whatever that corner number is. I know we don't run the boot, so the numbers are a little weird through there. And I think that's the interest of the boot. People went way wide and just cut back over, and we had some big wrecks over the years. A couple big fiery crashes there. So I don't mind, because guess what? Race on the actual racetrack, not the runoff area. They find a thing that works, and we have to do it. We have to do it. We have to do that. Yeah, are we going to end up with cars and trucks in the tire barrier? More than likely. But guess what? Maybe it's going to make that turn 1 a little bit better braking area, a little bit better passing zone. We know Shane Van Gisbergen and Connor Zilic are in all 3 races, so that could be fun watching them go at it all weekend. Now my 4 picks, going with a couple safe picks here. Daniel Hemrick and Adam Jeske both run up front on-road courses in the trucks. Both have ran well. Last year, Daniel Hemrick finished 2nd here. Tom Jeske finished 7th, so they've run up front at Watkins Glen. I know everyone immediately wants to go, Shane Van Gisbergen, Connor Zilic, sweep weekend. They haven't done it in trucks. They haven't won in trucks. They haven't, Do I want Shane to win and be the 44th guy to win in all 3 series? That would be freaking awesome. Do I want to see Connor sweep the weekend and become the 44th guy to win in all 3 series, get his first Cup win? That would be freaking awesome. I'm going to pick Connor Zilic and Shane Van Gisbergen just to see, because I think they're both talented, And I got looking at Shane's numbers, and when he got into the O'Reilly series, his first road course race, he didn't do that well. But the next road course race, he won. Obviously, Cup, he won his first Chicago Street Course. It's a road course, yeah. IRP is that short oval, and he's still learning on ovals, which is good. But yeah, so I got the 4 picks for Danny Hemrick, Tom Jeske, Shane Van Gisbergen, Connor Zilic. I have to. Obviously, I'm wearing a Shane shirt, so I kind of got to pick him in all 3 series this weekend. Maybe he gets to sweep. That would be super cool. But that is the Bully Hill Vineyards 176 at the Glen preview. As always, thanks for watching the Rubber Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have his 50-day Rubber Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.